You know, that's a little slow for lesbians.
I know.
Lesbians would have moved in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Y'all took y'all time.
I did. I was not in a rush. I didn't even want to be in a relationship. I was just coming out of something and I was trying to find myself, and I was like, I'm not with it. But she kept being so persistent, and it was just like, it was a good persistent. It wasn't like, you know,
I wasn't begging.
No, she wasn't begging.
I ain't thirsty now. You cute, but what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Queerly Blax Show. I'm your host, Ashley, and I'm so happy you came by. The Queerly Blax Show aims to normalize the everyday existence of Black LGBTQIA+ individuals through an interview-style series with regular folks like you and me. So every week, a new guest shares their story and unique perspective on their existence as an LGBTQIA+ individual. Thank you for tuning in, and make sure you subscribe, download, set your reminders to the podcast so you never miss an episode. Enjoy the show. Welcome back to another episode of the Queerly Blax Show. I'm your host, Ashley. I'm joined by some special guests today. We got Jas Tee in the building. We got some content creators with us today, y'all. Y'all tell the people about yourselves.
Well, I'm Jas.
And I'm T.
And we are, I would say, nano content creators. We just got started. We're less than a year into it. We are on Instagram, YouTube, and a little bit on TikTok, trying to explore that a little bit more. So we're just getting our feet wet right now. So we got a lot more to learn, but we appreciate it.
Yeah, we just basically we realized that we have a really good thing, and we have family and friends is like, you know, I love how you guys love each other. Yeah. And we just seem like people just love this. So we were just like, you know, let's just try just being ourselves and putting ourselves out there. And people just love it. It's crazy. But I think the reason they love it is because we're so genuine and we're just ourselves. You know, we're not trying to be anything but Jas Tee.
Yeah. We're just trying to remain true to ourselves, but just sharing our story.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So did you how'd you get started content creating? Did you create a channel or create an Instagram page, or were you just sharing each other on your personal pages? How did it get started?
Well, it started with the first YouTube video was when I proposed. I asked her to be my girlfriend. So I thought it was a special moment, something I never did. I went like above and beyond. So I was like, let me just capture this moment. And from that video, it kind of like stuck with everyone, and it just went up from there. Mm-hmm. So it started with the proposal, asking her to be my girlfriend.
And for me, I think I kind of manifested this because I remember just praying to God, asking him to allow me to live a creative lifestyle. I felt like I really lacked in a creative part of my life. And I was just begging and asking, like, you know, show me the way. Like, I want to know what it is. And YouTube ended up being my creative platform. It ended up being my way. So I didn't question it. I knew where it came from because I asked for it. So I just went with it.
Nice. So before the proposal video for her to be a girlfriend, how'd y'all meet?
She slid in my DMs.
Actually, that's not really how it happened, but I guess I just liked the photo. Like, I hearted a photo, and I guess she considered that sliding in her DMs. But I just like what I saw, and then we just kept just sending heart eyes for like about a week. It was like back and forth, heart.
But then she initiated some conversations. So.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, I guess she interested, and I went with it.
What'd you say?
What did I say?
You said something about my foot. I was on the beach, and we were trying to figure out how close we were in proximity. So I was trying to say that I was in Fort Lauderdale, like I was literally right around the corner from her, and she had posted like a rooftop. Yeah. And I was telling her that I was just in that spot, and then from there it was like, that's it.
Yeah.
Did y'all meet up that day?
No, we did not.
She was on another date.
You remember
the
that?
plot thickens.
I remember that.
I actually was dating.
She was like, actually, I'm with this other little joint right now, so I got some time next weekend for you if you know what I'm saying.
I mean, it didn't even happen. I didn't even think we were gonna hang out, but she was so persistent, and I was just like, okay, like I'm dating, so let's just see.
So how long after that, after y'all realized y'all was around the corner, did y'all actually meet up?
I would say it was a good month.
About a month, yeah.
So then y'all talked in between this, just getting to know each other?
Yeah. Texting on the phone, and then like
then I had to make sure she wasn't catfish. So I was like, not waste my time.
Yeah,
So,
she was ready to meet.
So a month after that, then was the first day y'all was like, okay, this is lit, or was it?
We went. I love tacos, so I told her to meet me at my favorite taco spot, Rocco's Tacos, and we just connected. We literally stayed out there for hours. Got tacos, got drinks, got ice cream, walked to the beach. It was literally like a full day. And I canceled all my plans that I had in the afternoon. I was like, nah, we chilling.
And we didn't even want to leave after that. I was like, oh wow, this is nice. Yep. And ever since we've been like this.
Literally.
So how long after that did the proposal video for her to be your girlfriend come?
About 6 months. Yeah, about 6 months.
So it was a kind of a courtship, 6 months. And he was like, all right, I think I'm gonna ask her.
We had to get some things situated, make sure it's move for us.
Because we
had to get more serious.
Yeah.
You know, that's a little slow for lesbians.
I know.
Lesbians would have moved in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Y'all took y'all time.
I did. I was not in a rush. I didn't even want to be in a relationship. I was just coming out of something and I was trying to find myself, and I was like, I'm not with it. But she kept being so persistent, and it was just like it was a good persistent. It wasn't like, you know,
I wasn't begging.
No, she wasn't begging.
I ain't thirsty now. I mean, you cute, but
that helps.
Nice. That's dope though. I mean, that self-awareness, that like using something else, you're like, yo, I need a little time, but you cute though, but like I just need you to like relax a little bit.
And I also wanted to do things like the proper way. I had so many failed relationships where I don't think I took my time in the beginning, you know, the lesbian thing. So I wanted to go through talking, getting to know someone, and then actually thinking to myself, is this the right move for me next? So I just wanted to take my time. So that's what I did for me in my head.
Same
here. Yeah. That's dope. So set the scene for me. So this girlfriend proposal, what happened?
All right. So I got a hotel for a few nights. My best friend helped me redecorate it.
A few nights. She got money. She said not one night, a few nights. Okay, be clear, a few nights. All right.
She knew I was gonna say yes. That's what that meant.
I wanted to get that extra time.
We're gonna need some time.
Exactly. She loves the beach, so I wanted to do something around the beach. So I got an oceanfront room, decorated a hotel, flowers, a couple bouquets, had our pictures hanging up, just set the mood, the candles, the music. I took her out for dinner.
She bought the dress, the shoes. She picked out the outfit.
Yeah. I brought her whole dress and everything, and I put it in a box. It's a keepsake box. And I gave it to her when I went to pick her up. She had no idea. I just told her we were going on a date. So when she saw the box and the dress, I would assume you probably knew, like, oh shit, this is getting real.
Yeah, so, I kind of figured it. I kind of figured she was going to ask me to be her girlfriend.
So we went out to dinner on the beach, and then we went up to the room, and we had our moment together. And I just, just wanted to express myself to her. And I was nervous as hell, but I did it. I pulled it off, and she said yes. And that was it.
I've never had anything like that, like never. So that was game changer. She definitely stood out.
What was you thinking when she did this? Because I mean, my first thought is like, so how you find her dress size?
Oh, she knew. She listened. She paid attention to
I wrote down a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
like shoe size, her dress, and it was something. I brought her ropes for when she does her makeup because girls. So I didn't want to mess up. I thought about everything leading up to that.
She's very calculated. Her moves are very calculated.
Yeah, I'm a few steps ahead.
She don't do things prematurely. That's me, but she's very calculated. But I was just like, when she asked me, I just was like, I just didn't know. Like, I was like, wow, like it's so many emotions came over me, and I just really appreciate it. It was just gentle. It was something that was so soft about it that just made me feel so safe. And I was like, wow, like anyone who puts the time to do this really cares about you. Like they really trying to mess with you. So I'm like, all right. And that's when I kind of opened up, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna do this because she took the initiative to take the time and plan this, and I've never had that. Never. So yeah, I was like, I didn't give all these other people a chance, and they ain't even come as close. So I might as well give her a chance, and I'm happy I did because look where we are now.
That's right.
Yes.
But I'm glad it went well. So
yeah, for sure. Take notes, y'all. Take notes. Go all out. Do the thing.
I'm telling y'all, you gotta do the thing from the beginning. And what's crazy about it is she's still the same from day one. Like nothing has changed. And you know, I almost was looking for something to happen, you know, because you get so used to things just not working out and people being fake. And it was to a point where I was just trying to just call her bluff. And to this day, I still can't call her bluff. Like, and I just stopped. I was like, I'm just gonna go with this because this is right. So
yes,
yep.
indeed. It's the consistency for me.
Yeah.
So now your influencers, your relationship is your influence. So how do you keep that pureness of your love and your relationship while also being content creators and bringing the camera on dates and setting it up right to get the right angle and, you know, but keeping the genuine moments? How do you do that?
There we go.
Go ahead.
All right. So I'm a planner. I plan everything down to the T. So I like things to be as genuine as possible, but I like to have a plan, you know, ahead. I like to plan ahead basically. So taking us, you know, I wanted everyone to come with us on our dates, just when we sit in the house. And it's not easy trying to enjoy the moment because I'm the cameraman, I edit, I do all the behind the scenes, I do all that stuff. So it's not easy trying to get footage for YouTube, then get footage for Instagram, and then enjoy the date, and then try to eat. It's a lot that goes into it, and then come home and edit, and then go back to my 9 to 5. So it's full time for me. It's not easy, but I love it, and it brought out my creative side. So I'm enjoying it right now.
It bothers me at times. It's true because sometimes I'm like, okay, Jas, like, can we just live in a moment? Or like, if she's recording, I respect her creative side and I let her do her thing. But like, when it comes to like me helping her, she's like, can you get this? Can you get that? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm just enjoying the moment. Like, get out of here. But when I see it all come together, I appreciate that she's like that, because leave it up to me, we won't have no content. So, we need, like, everybody needs somebody like her.
It's
like
a balance.
She definitely balanced me out, because I get in my moods and I'm like, I don't want to do it, I'm just not going to do it. But she pushes me and she helps me to realize, like, okay, we can do both. Right. And we try, but I do have to take mental breaks. I do.
And it's nothing wrong with that. I think that's the balance. For me, I'm always like, let's go. And for her, it's like, turn off the camera. Let's enjoy this moment. Let's eat this ice cream together and talk about our day. So it's good for me to, okay, you're right, shut the camera off, you know? So it's that balance, but we're still learning. We're still new at this. So it's taking time, but we're learning. And then we have to incorporate our 9 to 5. That's a whole nother story. So,
yeah, seriously. Yeah. Man, the grind is real. Who influences you in this space?
Couple wise,
whoever.
I'm definitely gonna go with my. I don't want. All right, they like my face. I ain't gonna lie, but don't beat me up, y'all. But Shay and Sharice has definitely been my inspiration. I found out about them through her. I just love their whole entire relationship.
They're the homies. Yeah, they was on here. Did y'all see their episode? What up? It's your host, Ashley, and I'm interrupting this podcast to ask, are you following us? Have you downloaded the podcast? Are you subscribed to us on YouTube? If you're not already, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on all platforms, Queerly Black. I'm going to let y'all get back to the show. Peace.
No.
we got
to tune into that. We did not.
I think the title is a TikTok love story.
Oh, yes.
A couple months ago.
You got a TikTok love story. Okay, it's just the healthiness for me. Like, they embody what a healthy relationship is. So they're definitely
as a couple. I would say that,
couple, one of them. And then who else you be watching?
I can't name them all, but for me, I definitely I tune into Shay and Sharice. That's really, and that's from day one. From day one, I've been
watching them. I think I've been watching them since like their second video. The first video I saw of theirs was how they met.
Yeah, how they met. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they were consistent
every single day. Never seen that.
That's hard.
So now doing it myself, like filming and editing and trying to get a video up, now I give kudos and credit to them, because I don't know how they did it. Every single day, that's a lot. Videos at least twice a week, and I think that's enough.
The only other person I'd seen that was that consistent as a content creator was DDG. that I followed back in the day, and he was like super ultra consistent with the YouTube, like every single day he was posting. But then obviously he's a musician and does that whole thing now. So nice. All right, let's go back a little bit. So we got to go back to the coming out stories. You know, we on Queerly Black, we got to get that story. So how did you first, both of you, encounter your sexuality? Was the first moment you knew, like, okay, I like the shorties?
I'll go first. Always a tomboy. I played basketball for 15 plus years, so I probably knew I was into females. I would say in elementary school, I always thought women were beautiful. You know, not in a sexual way. I just thought women were beautiful. And then as I grew up, it fell into that. But, you know, playing basketball, that's a stereotype anyway. So you're surrounded by girls all the time. So you're influenced by a lot of things. And I played for, you know, AAUs and travel teams, and it was always older girls. So the things that I saw, and, you know, so it was fun times, but that's how I knew.
For me, as weird as this may sound, it was the beauty in my mom. Like, to me, my mom was the first woman that I like had a bond with, and I realized her beauty early on. I was just so fascinated with my mom, like everything about her, her grace, her beauty, you know, how she carried herself, everything. And I just always admire her. And it wasn't obviously like sexual, you know, because it was my mom, but I just started looking and seeing other women that reminded me of her, and not necessarily just her looks, but like how she carried herself. It's just very feminine. Like, I just always like that feminine, nurturing energy, and I always just cling to it. And I remember just seeing little girls in school, and I knew I liked them, but I didn't know what it meant to like them. Like, I didn't know if it was something other than just like, or did I just like their hair or what they were wearing. I didn't know until high school is when I really, again, I was on the basketball team too, and that's when I first found out what a stud was or even looked like. And then I was like, oh my God, I was in heaven. I was like, this is it. Like, this is it.
Not heaven.
This is it. It's so good.
Nice. So then when did you guys both come out?
I came out in high school. I came out to my mom, and she was just brushed it off like it's just a phase. She was just like, okay, it's just a phase. Didn't give me no problems, didn't treat me differently, loved me the same, swore up and down it was the phase. And then she also made a comment like, I knew you were going to be gay because you're the only one that latched. Like, and you wouldn't get off. And I was like, what? She was like, I just knew it. But then at the same time, she was saying it was
you took the boob real well.
I was the
wow,
one.
this girl, man. Shit.
It was supposed to be, okay? That was
what? Your mom's is wild. Mom's is crazy.
She said to me, and yeah, she is crazy.
Oh,
and,
man.
Yeah, she was. And also what's crazy, in high school, my best friends at the time ended up being gay. It's like we all came out around the same time. So it was no coincidence to me that we were best friends. You know what I mean? I'm like, the gay energy is just surrounding me here.
For me, I would say high school, but my family, friends knew, but actually to speak on it and be comfortable and bring people around. I would say high school, going into college, you know, college days, and in Miami, it's a total different ball game. Close to everything. So it was good times, but I would say high school, college day.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice. Did you always have the confidence to just be yourself? Did you ever feel like you couldn't share that part of you, or what was that? What was the journey of kind of becoming being confident in your sexuality?
For me, it wasn't easy. I don't know if you can speak for yourself. I grew up in a church, Kojic child. So growing up in church, choir, dance rehearsal, being in church 3 to 4 times a week, just expected something else as far from my parents and my grandparents and stuff like that. But they love me for who I am, and I appreciate that. Are they, you know, happy-go-lucky, hugging me all the time? No, but they just respect me, and I appreciate that for them. So yeah, it's not easy growing up, you know, Church of God and being, you know, queer. It's not easy, but
yeah,
no, for sure.
I think I experienced.
What up? It's your host, Ashley, and I'm interrupting this podcast to ask, are you following us? Have you downloaded the podcast? Are you subscribed to us on YouTube? If you're not already, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on all platforms, Queerly Black. I'm going to let y'all get back to the show. Peace.
More, what's the right word? Like more problems outside of my home. I feel like I was accepted at home, but when it came to just my friends, other than my best friends, like people in school or even me, I was a culture girl growing up in church, and just having those people in the church that I cared about and loved so much, that was almost like a mentor. Like they just didn't agree. Like some of the closest people to me, and then like aunts and family, like outside of my immediate is where I experienced a lot. But and then also like just making friends was kind of hard, because women just automatically, oh, you're gay, so you want me. And it's like, no, girl, I ain't looking at that. I want the one with the sagging shorts. Like that's the one, you know what I mean? Like I ain't looking at you like that.
Right.
But yeah, I had a lot of that. And then just like a lot of guys were mean, guy friends were mean and just would say, nasty things. But other than that, I felt pretty safe and secure at home. I was accepted at home. So that's where it really matters.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
How important do you feel like it is, like when you see people like Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union embracing their daughter the way that they are?
I think it's important just because, growing up, like I said, was difficult on my end and not accepted as much. So seeing someone being accepted at a young age is heartwarming for me, and it's more appreciative for me. So I love it. I love what they're doing.
It's definitely a good feeling. It just shows how much change, has happened so far, how much we've grown and how much people are more accepting.
Yeah.
And I feel like allowing a child to be themselves is extremely important. It's so important. And letting the world know that you stand by your kid, it helps other people, because I know for a fact there's kids out here and there's parents who are struggling, because we can't always blame the parents, because if you're not equipped and they don't give you the tools to prepare for it, it could be hard. Because I can't say that it might not be hard for me. You know what I mean? It could be hard to accept the fact, but just having like someone on their caliber, like, Dwayne Wade and Gab, like it's a representation, and like people could feel more comfortable knowing that they're dealing with it in their household. They may not have friends that they can see, talk about it with, but seeing them on a public platform can be very helpful in the homes out here in our community.
And to piggyback what you said, public, I think it's important because a lot of people don't get that and they want that. And to be in a public eye at such a higher platform, it's so welcoming, and it's so encouraging for those that really don't have that as of yet. So
yeah, I'm all for it.
Definitely, I think it's super important. I think it's particularly important for a Black man to be standing up for his child. I think that's a image that we don't see as much. Usually, you got the mom kind of in the background, like, it's okay, baby. And then the dad is like, no, outright, but the mom's like in the background, kind of like, it's all right. So I think it's just very good to see, a Black man in particular, standing up and accepting their child in that way. So that's great. 2 more questions for both of you. If you had a theme song for your life, what would it be?
You go first.
For me, it'd be Burna Boy. He has this one of his latest tracks is More Life. Just because of what's going on right now in the world, I just have more of appreciation. Not that I did before, but I have more appreciation just to wake up, go get gas, go to the grocery store, go to work, and then still come home and be safe. It's a reason to celebrate on my end. So, and I'm just hungry. I'm in my hunger season right now to just do better and be better as a person. So, and that's on an influencer level and on my corporate level. So just more life, man.
Good stuff. That's dope. That's dope. For me, I think my theme song would be Free. I believe it's by Perry Jones. Within this past year, I have learned a lot of things about myself. I've learned to set boundaries. I've learned my place in life, who I am as a girlfriend, who I am as a sister, as a daughter. So I'm finally more free and comfortable with being myself. And it was a long journey, But I'm here now, and I'm still working on it. But I think that song definitely does something to me, and I can definitely relate, especially at this time in my life right now. It's just like being unapologetically me.
Dope. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Awesome. One last question is, if you had advice for someone who might be going through their own journey, what would it be?
I would say to choose happiness. Like, it's not easy being in the queer world, but you have to choose happiness in a safe way, of course, but just be yourself and choose happiness. That's what I would say. And be an encouragement to others, others around you, alike or not, are going through something similar. So you just have to be an encouragement, and that way we can, help our community, because that's what we are, just a big community. So be
And
encouraging.
I would say go where the love is. Wherever you are most loved is where you need to be. Those are the people that you need to be around, and focus on figuring out who you are. We have to remember that being gay, queer is just a part of us. It's a piece of us. There's so many more pieces to us. So if you are at a position where you can't understand that part of your life yet, it's okay. Focus on the other things and the things that you can understand, and it'll all come together, and you'll all see like everything is meant to be together, like it's meant to work, and it makes you who you are. So I would definitely say get in line with yourself, love on yourself, don't be hard on yourself, forgive those around you, and just be unapologetically you, whatever that consists of, whatever that may be.
Love that.
Love that. That's great. Well, tell the people where they can find you.
Go ahead, spill it.
You can find us. Our Instagram is Jas Tee. You can definitely click that link in the bio, but all our names across the platform is the same. So YouTube, Jas Tee. We're trying to get to 10K subscribers, y'all. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Please.
And we're getting back on TikTok. We're trying to revamp that.
TikTok a little hard. I ain't gonna lie.
It's not easy.
It's a little hard, but yeah, you guys can definitely just type in Jas Tee on any platform, and we should come right up at this point.
Yeah, we appreciate the support.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, well, thank y'all so much for coming on, sharing your story, letting us get a little bit in your business.
Yeah,
y'all make sure y'all go follow Jas Tee. Y'all go follow Queerly Blax on YouTube, podcast platforms, on Instagram, TikTok, and all that. Listen, y'all, I'm a little bit older. All right, so we're doing all that. You know what I mean? Instagram, YouTube, podcast, Queerly Blax. But y'all already know it's another episode of the Queerly Blax Show. I'm your host, Ashley. I'll catch y'all on the next one.